ओम ज्ञानतिमिरन्धस्य ज्ञानञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। गुरवे गौरचन्द्राय राधिकायै तदालये कृष्णाय कृष्णभक्ताय तद्भक्ताय नमो नमः। अजानुलम्बितो भुजो कनकवदातो सङ्कीर्तनैकपित्रो कमलायताक्षो विशम्बरो द्विजवरो युगधर्मपालो वन्दे जगत्प्रियकरो करुणावतारो। हे कृष्णा करुणा सिन्धु दीनबन्धु जगत्पते गोपेश गोपीकान्त राधाकान्त नमोस्तुते। तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। भक्त्या विहीनाय अपराधलक्ष्यै क्षिप्तस्य कामादितरङ्गमध्ये कृपामयि तं शरणं प्रपन्न वृन्दे नमस्ते चरणारविन्दम्। श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्त वृंदा। Everyone together will speak Mahamantra. Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
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 Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare
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 Ram, Hare Ram,
Rama,
Ram Ram, Hare
Hare
Hare. Okay, so we again seeing each other and hearing some Hari Katha. Feel so delighted and glad to see all of you. And honestly, I'm waiting every week when Sunday or Saturday will come so I can get connected with all of you. Hmm. Uh, since two classes, what we have heard, I was reading a book by Srila Gaur Govind Goswami Maharaj Ji explaining Radha's prem and the madness of Krishna. But I lost my tablet. My all books were there. I don't know. So I'm still searching for that. I don't know when I'm going to get that. But I'm just saying this because today I don't have that book with me anymore. But I read something. So whatever I remember, what Srila Guru Govind Maharaj was explaining, I try to repeat his words. All glories and all credit goes to him who explains us so many details about Radha Tattva. And why we are hearing this Radha Tattva? Because we started this from Radha Ashtami. Yeah. And we have not completed yet. And it cannot be completed because it's unlimited Tattva. It's unlimited Siddhanta. There are many Tithis passed last week. We all know. And there was a celebration every corner of the world celebrating Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur's Tithi, Srila Namacharya Haridas Thakur, and Srila Bhakti Vigyan Bharti Goswami Maharaj Ji, Param Gurudev, Vishwarup Prabhu. So many tithis. I don't know from where to start with, but let's see what comes in the mind and what comes from the heart. Radha, Srila Guru Govind Maharaj explains that every disciple feel little nervous when the point comes to serve Gurudev. There is this nervousness is because of so much respect, so much love, so much affection, so much adoration. So many things are included in this. The glories of Radhaji's prem towards Krishna is great because Krishna considered Radharani as his guru. Chaitanya Chaitamrit Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami explains, Radhika Prem Guru Ami Shishya Nat Sada Aman Nana Nitte Nadjai Utbat. Krishna says, Radharani is my guru and I am his disciple. But which category of guru Radharani is? There are many gurus in our life who teaches us how to drive, how to cook, how to play harmonium, how to sing, and so many. But which category is Radharani? Krishna specifically says, Radhika Prem Guru. Radharani is the guru of my love. She teaches me how to reciprocate love. She teaches what is exactly the meaning of prem. She teaches this. Krishna is longing to even touch that point of prema which Radharani is relishing. Krishna being Supreme Lord, Krishna being cause of all causes, Krishna being Bhagavatam says Krishnastu Bhagwan Swayam. He's Bhagwan. There cannot be anybody else because Bhagwan is only one. We cannot be Bhagwan. We are servants of Bhagwan, right? We cannot be Bhagwan. So, what is the meaning of Bhagwan? I want all of you should know this to explain to anyone who comes to you because there is some misunderstanding amongst many people in the entire world. What is the meaning of the word Bhagwan? Mayavadis, they address each other as Bhagwan. They touch each other's feet, consider them Bhagwan. But what is the meaning of Bhagwan? Bhagwan means one who possesses complete opulence, one who possesses complete beauty, complete strength, complete knowledge, complete renunciation. So 6 ingredients incomplete is present in Krishna. Bhagavatam says Krishnastu Bhagwan Swayam, and he is the cause of all causes. All other incarnations of Krishna has cause. Krishna is the cause of them, but Krishna has no cause. He is the cause of all causes. So imagine that personality who is Swayam Bhagwan. He says Radharani is my Prem Guru. And that's why Krishna serves Radharani. Radharani serves Krishna, but Krishna also serves Radharani. Many people also say they are enjoyer. They enjoy. But actually they are serving each other. Krishna decorates the hairs of Radharani at Shingarvat in Vrindavan. Krishna massages the lotus feet of Radharani at Seva Kunj Vrindavan. And in many other ways, Krishna serves Radharani. So, even though what I'm saying is very high topics, and we are not qualified yet because our practices are to not that perfection. But Srila Gurudev always used to say, hear this, at least hear this, to set up the mind that my goal of my life is to attain what? The service of divine couple Radha Krishna. Therefore, Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur explains in Bhajan Rahsya a very beautiful shloka. In this one shloka, all desires, uh, how to put in words, that, okay, let me elaborate on this. We all have so many desires. Sometimes we have material desires, sometimes we have spiritual desires also. It's going parallel. Yeah, sometimes material desires overpower us, sometimes spiritual desires. But if we want to consolidate all the desires in one shloka, Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur, he explains, and we observed his tithi few days back. In Bhajan Rahsya, which is very important book to read. Very important. How to get entrance into the realm of bhajan. One should read Bhajan Raise, and every Kartik, remember, every Kartik, Gurudev used to recite Bhajan Raise, every Kartik. And he starts on very first day, Bhajan Raise, but he was not able to complete the entire book, the complete book in 30 days, the 1 month of Kartik. So he just finished 2 or 3 chapters because he goes so many details. And next Kartik, again he start from the very first chapter. And the next Kartik, again he start from the very first chapter. So one devotee asked Gurudev, why don't you just, you finish those chapters and you start with other ones so that we can hear the complete book. Gurudev said, what can I do? Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur is giving so much information and so much inspiration that I want to read and recite all these chapters right from the beginning again, again, again and again. Hmm? That's why. And Gurudev also said, I read more than 100 times the great work written by Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur, that is Jaiv Dharma. So many times I read this. And every time I'm reading this, it's giving me so much inspiration and some more and more new and new, ever fresh, the topics, because all the details of our limitations, our anarthas are there. The details of Radharani's are there. The details of Krishna are there. Details of Bhakti is there. Everything is present in the books of Bhaktivinoda Thakur. So I'm going to offer my Pushpanjali to all these tithis which we have followed. You know, I will try to do this in this complete lecture. So Bhaktivinoda Thakur, his books, all his moods are present in his books, especially Jaiv Dharma and Bhajan Raise, Chaitanya Shikshamrit. And something very astonishing in his book, he start from very small scratch, means the sambandha, the relationship, and he goes very high to the prayojan, the goal of life. Yeah, we see this. We can read and we can understand this. And in every book, it starts like this and end up with Radha Dasyam. This was his style. So Bhaktivinoda Thakur, I come to that point. In that shloka, he said, if you want to have desire from Krishna, just recite one shloka and all desires are present in that shloka. So you can search this shloka in Bhajan Raise, Hindi or English. Try to learn this, and next Sunday I'm going to hear from all of you. This is educational. This is how. So the shloka is Abhimanam Paritajyam Prakrit Vapuradishu Shri Krishna Kripa Gopi Deh Braje Brasamyaham Radhika Anuchari Bhutva Parkye Rase Sada Radha Krishna Vilaseshu Paricharyam Karomyaham. Bhakti Thakur started saying, Abhimanam Paritajyam Prakrit Vapuradish. Krishna, when the day will come in my life, when I will forget that I am this body, I will come to the soul concept that I am this soul. So even though, very practically speaking, we know we are souls, but this covering on the soul, this body, this is abhiman. This is one kind of mood which we are not able to give up. There is such deepened attachment to this body, and because we are always associating with body, we are considering this body is mine actually. Yeah, that's why we need practice. That's why we need to hear this again and again, because ultimately scripture says we are souls and we are part and parcel of Krishna. As Krishna says this in Bhagavad Gita, Mame vansho jiva loke jiva bhut sanatan. So many devotees here also hearing. So they are so much fluent in all the shlokas. So moment I start, they are all reciting with me. So learn this shloka from Bhagavad Gita. Mamevansho jiva loke jiva bhut sanatan. Krishna says, I am the origin and all the jivas are my part and parcel. So in this one verse, a sadhak praying that when the day will come in my life, when I will forget that I am not this body. Is it easy? Is it that easy to forget that we are not body? We feel hungry. Yeah. Imagine if you don't eat for 2 days, you will forget all the soul concept. You'll come to the body concept. Baba, whatever happens, happens. I just want to eat now. Later I will hear Harikatha. Yeah. Very practically. So imagine when Shukdev Goswami reciting Bhagavatam and Parikshit Maharaj hearing Bhagavatam. 7 days, 7 nights, no eating, no drinking, no sleeping. Can you imagine? This is called soul concept. 7 days, 7 nights. Yeah. But can we chant 2 days, 2 nights without eating, sleeping, or drinking? Will fall apart. Not possible. This shows we are attached to body and the urges of our body. Urges of the body. This is our position right now. And we are hearing very high topic. So shouldn't we hear that? Yes, we should hear that. Because that gives us a concept. What is my life about? What I'm doing? What is the goal of my life? And where I have to go? This concept is also needed along with understanding that I'm this body, I'm this soul, I'm not this body. Otherwise, why Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur then in all his books and songs, why he's explaining this? Starting from the body concept all the way to becoming the maid servant of Radharani. Oh, excuse me, uh, Brazil devotees and Spanish devotees, you think I'm going very fast because you're translating, Braj?
Just a little bit, Gurudev. You can go just
Okay,
a
okay.
little bit slower.
Right, understood.
It's okay.
Okay, I got it. I'll speak slowly because there is some translation going on in other countries. Okay, so the body concept.
El concepto del cuerpo.
But I don't want to hear the translation. Whose audio is on?
I muted already.
Okay, you mute, please. So, abhimanam paritajyam prakrit vapurayashu. The urges of the body. When there is urge of the mind, the urge of the body, one can't control. You see, so much attachment is there. How we can say that I'm not attached to my body? How, practically speaking, we are attached actually. But there was a devotee hundreds of years back. He was a farmer, but later on, with association, he became a devotee, and he also became pure devotee. And somebody asked me, "Can you explain what is the meaning of devotion?" And he said, "It's that simple. You just take a grass from there and plant the grass on the other side. It's that simple." He said, "What is this meaning?" It's that simple. Put your attachment from here and plant the attachment other way around. That's all. This is what the bhakti means. Yeah. So attachment to the body to be transferred to. This morning somebody told me attachment to Srila Gurudev. That's why we sing every morning. Shri Guru Charana Padma Kevala Bhakati Sadma Vando Moi Savadhana Mate. This is the attachment. But The prayer comes from the heart to Hari, Guru and Vaishnavas. That when the day will come in my life, Kabe habe bolo se din amar. When the day will come in my life when I will forget that I'm not this body and I'm soul. This is the beginning of the shloka. So, Abhimanam paritajyam prakrit vaburadishu. The next point is, the second point is, Shri Krishna Kripa Gopi de braje vrasamyaham. When the mercy of Krishna, Krishna Kripa will fall on me. What is that Kripa of Krishna? Is this a laddu which Krishna will throw from Golok Vrindavan and we will eat that? What is this Kripa? Kripa is the potency of Krishna. And where it is present? It is present in the hearts of the associates of Krishna in spiritual abode, Shri Golok Vrindavan. It's called Vishuddha Sattva. Try to note down these points. This is what Gurudev used to teach us. The associates of the Lord in spiritual world, in their heart, there is something called Vishuddha Sattva. We cannot get Vishuddha Sattva. We can get only Shuddha Sattva. What is the meaning? What is the difference? Vishuddha Sattva means Lalita, Vishakha, Yashoda Maya, Sridham, Subal, all these associates, we cannot become like them. No one can become Lalita Sakhi. No one can become Yashoda Maya. They are Vishuddha Sattvas. So something is present in their heart which is called Vishuddha Sattva, which falls in the heart of sadhakas and made the heart very soft, very soft. And that softening of the heart, that's something which falls in the heart from their heart, is called Shuddha Sattva. Yeah. So then a question may arise, then what is the need to chant so much? What is the need to hear Hari Katha? What is the need to serve Gurudev and the Vaishnavas? Because if we have to wait for that thing to fall, so let us wait then. No need to do anything, just relax. Our life is not meant for relax. How this thing will fall from their heart to our heart? Only by our sincere practices. By our restlessness to attain that. By seeing the sincerity and the restlessness nature of a sadhak, then their heart will melt and then it descend from their heart to our heart. This is descending process. Falling is a descending process. But what makes that descend is ascending process. Means our practices. Ascends and then it drops from there. Like we have beehives on a tree, so many bees are there and a honey is there. So someone wants to get honey, throw a stone. The stone is ascending and then something will descend. Honey will descend from there. So Krishna Kripa Gopi Deh Braje Brasamyaham. That Kripa potency, the Shakti of Krishna which is present in the associates, falls in our heart. So what will happen with that? Gopi Deh. Krishna, give me a Gopi Deha. Gopi Deha means the form of a Gopi. Where? Nowhere else. Not in Kurukshetra. Not in Dwarika. Not anywhere else. Braje Brasamyaham. Only in Braj. You see? These are the details of that shloka. Shri Krishna Kripa Gopi De I should get a gopi day, the body of a gopi. What is the meaning of gopi? Gopi means gopan bhav, to hide the moods, not to just show off your moods. Bhakti is not to show off. Bhakti is only to what? Hide yourself. Hide your moods. As we have seen, Srila Gurudev and all other acharyas, they never used to show off. They always used to hide their mood. And this is a symptom of bhakti. Mahaprabhu, who is relishing such high moods of Radharani's anurag, the love of Radharani, Mahaprabhu is relishing this. But Mahaprabhu is telling what? Na prem gando asti durape mein haro. Mahaprabhu said, I have no tinge of love in me. Love is something very deep and very high. That personality who is relishing this day and night in extreme, he claims that I have no tinge of love in me, because love is something very high, very high. Yeah? So Mahaprabhu says like this, Krishna Kripa Gopi De Braje Basamyaham. When I will become a gopi. So how we can become gopi? Gopi bhav, gopan bhav, secret. If someone wants to cry, don't show off in public that you're chanting and you're crying. Don't show off in public. You're speaking Hari Katha and you start crying. No. Prem, love is compared to just like, like a fragrance, like a perfume. If you open the bottle of perfume, what will happen? Evaporate. I don't use, but maybe many of you are using. So you have to keep the cap tight, so it should not get evaporate. Prem, love is like that. Tighten that. Don't open that. Otherwise it will evaporate. So a sadhak, what he does or she does, day after day, cultivating that emotions, spiritual emotions, practicing nicely, following Ekadashi nicely, and on the top of that, serving the mission of Mahaprabhu, but tightening that cap. The more and more love is developed in the heart, more and more it's getting what? A person feel scared. Try to understand the point. When there is no love, no fear. When the love start developing, little fear. When it's getting more deepened, more fear. When it's getting very much more deepened, then there is so much fear. Fear of what? I may not lose this love. Never the day will come in my life that I can lose this. This is what? The meaning of Gopan Bhav, the Gopi Bhav. Keep hiding in the heart. Spiritual love. Divine couple Radha Krishna. That was the reason why all our acharyas, they never showing off. They never publishing this. Hidingly, chanting. Yeah, hidingly. So, Bhaktivinoda Thakur also wrote a song. I don't know the words, but there he wrote in that song, Sada Kande Sango Pange. I will cry, I will weep, but secludedly, not in front of everyone. So, in that shloka, praying to Krishna, let me repeat this again. The very first point was Abhimanam paritajyam prakrit vapuralashu. When the day will come, O Krishna, when I will consider that I'm a soul, I'm not this body. Then the second is, with your mercy, Krishna Kripa, Gopi Day, I'll get a form of a Gopi. But where? In Braj, in Braj Mandal. Because that's a favorable place to serve Krishna. That's a favorable place. Even Lakshmi Devi, she cannot become Gopi. Lakshmi is so high, she is consort of Narayan, the predominant deity of all wealth and prosperity. She cannot become Gopi. Why? She didn't accepted what? The lotus feet of Radharani. And that's why she is performing tapasya. Still she is performing tapasya at Belvan, near Vrindavan, to attain Krishna. But she cannot, because she is not able to surrender to the lotus feet of Radharani. And therefore Bhagavatam says, Vihai kamena sucharena dhritavata. Lakshmi Devi is performing austerities. Vihai kamena sucharena dhritavata. She is performing austerities. Even now, she is in meditation. But there are some examples who became gopis. What are the examples? Srila Gurudev used to tell us, those sages who were present in the time of Lord Ram, when Lord Ram was in exile, in forest. These rishis were chanting Gopal mantra for thousands of years. Gurudev said 60,000 years. Imagine. And they saw the beauty of Lord Ram in the forest. And they proposed to Ram, please accept us as your gopi. But Bhagwan Ram said, no, I have taken a vow, a sankalpa. What is that? Only Sita, no one else in my life. Bhagwan Ram can reject them. Reject their proposal. But he can't reject anyone's emotions. Bhagwan gets stuck. Try to understand this. Once upon a time, I remember, like it was year 2003, I think. Gurudev, by speaking Hari Katha, he became very grave, very quiet. And he was explaining the moods of Vishnu Chakra Thakur and other acharyas. And Gurudev said, what to speak of? Very boldly he spoke this with so much absorption and energy. He said, what to speak of? The associates of the Lord, of Krishna. Even a sadhak start practicing bhakti, surrender to Guru, struggling with the senses, with the mind, urges of the mind, but started bhakti. And he started giving up all other attachments which are making us away from Krishna. Even if he start doing this, Krishna acknowledged this, and Krishna is thinking, oh, I'm indebted to this sadhak. I become indebted to this sadhak. A small, tiny little sadhaka like us, Gurudev said, Krishna cannot reject. But he is not appearing in front of us. Doesn't mean he is not acknowledging our emotions. Yes, he does. So he can say no verbally, but he cannot reject anyone from his heart. You want to hear the examples? Listen, these sages who were waiting for Ram to come in forest, they saw Bhagwan Ram and they got so much attracted to his beautiful form and chanting Gopal mantra for 60,000 years. And they proposed, please accept us as your gopi. Ram said, no, only Sita in my life. So he said no. but he cannot say no from his heart. If we propose to Krishna, maybe that proposal is not manifesting right now, but it's already registered there. It's going to happen, don't know when, but certainly it's going to happen. Certainly. He cannot reject. So Krishna told all this, the Ram told all the sages, I will accept all of you in Krishna Leela. So all these sages, they became gopis. These are the gopis. All these rishi, munichari gopis who were participated, danced with Krishna in Rasa Leela, the best amongst all these pastimes, Rasa Leela. So while speaking this, Gurudev said, those sages chanted 60,000 years Gopal mantra, and Gurudev picked up. We were sitting right in front of him and he said, so how many thousands year you are chanting Gopal mantra? How many thousand year you are chanting Gopal mantra? He's picking up like us, all of us. He said, only chanting 10 years, 20 years and you think you become gopi. Wow, is that cheap? Those sages chanted 60,000 years plus seeing the divine form of Lord Ram. Then they became gopi. And the mood they were having, carrying in their heart is that we want to become gopi. And they, under guidance of Radharani, they became gopi in Braj. This is one category. Then there are Shruti-chari gopis. All the Shrutis, the Vedas. Vayam apite sama sadish angri saroj sudaya. Bhagavatam 10th canto says, where the prayers of Shrutis are mentioned. Shruti says, we follow the footsteps of Radharani to become what? Gopi. But where? In Braj. So only praying, hey Krishna, with your mercy, Krishna Kripa, Gopi Deha, Braje Vasameham. Give me this opportunity to become a Gopi, to reside in Braj. And what are you going to do with this form of Gopi in Braj? Will you dance here and there? No. Next line, the third line. Radhika Anuchari Bhutva. I want to become Radhika Anuchari, the maid servant of Radharani. I want to become maid servant of Radharani. Oh, Krishna said, I can make you maid servant of Chandravali. She's not less. Krishna also goes to Chandravali sometimes, many times. No, I don't want. Okay, then I will make you maid servant of Krishna. No, I don't want. Why are you so choosy? Huh? Beggars are not choosers. Right? This is what we hear. Beggars are not choosers. But we are not beggars. We are choosers. Acharya explains, Gurudev explains, even if Krishna comes to you and says, come, I'll just right away, within 1 week, I'll give you Vaikuntha. Go there. Many times Gurudev used to ask devotees staying in their home, and Gurudev you ask, oh my daughter, oh my son, can I, if you like, I can bless you and you can go to Vaikuntha right away. Then all devotees folded hand to Gurudev and say, no Gurudev, we don't want. What you want then? We only want to become what? The maid servant of Radharani, Radha Dasyam. That's all. Nothing less, nothing more than that. Can be more, but not less than that. So Raghunath Das Goswami, very prominent Acharya, he's praying, tears in his eyes, folded hands, even though he's very close to Radharani, but he prays. Sakhetumam namastu namastu nityam dasyastumam rasastu rasastu satyam. Raghunath Das Goswami, in his spiritual prayers, he's saying, oh, if Radharani comes to me and say, oh, Rati Manjari, I'm so much pleased to your services. Come, I will make you my friend, my Sakhi, my friend, my girlfriend. Raghunath Das Goswami, our Acharya, folded hand and say, no, I don't want to become your girlfriend. Really, if I wish to make you my girlfriend, no, I don't want. Then what you want? He said, Dasyastu mam, rasastu satyam. I want to become your dasi, maid servant, not less than that. You see? So why one has to become dasi of Radharani? Because the service to the lotus feet of Radharani is the ultimate goal of a spiritual life. That's the ultimate of Gaudiya Vaishnavas, Radha Dasyam. So one prays to Krishna by saying, give me a gopi form, but in Braj. But what are you going to do there? Radhika Anuchari Bhutva. I want to become a maid servant of Radharani. Then what you do? Okay, I bless you. You become the maid servant of Radharani. What are you going to do? Parke Rase Sada. Yes, coming more deep now. Parke Rase Sada. What is that Parke Ras? I want to serve Radharani in Parkya Bhav, Paramar mood, not Sakya Bhav. What is the difference? So, because many devotees are hearing and some are new, I'm just trying to simplify my speech. Otherwise, it's very detailed subject and very deep subject. There are three kind of attachments, rati, or attachment means love. One is called sadharani. Sadharani means ordinary like. And who represent this attachment? The Kubja from Mathura. She was in love with Krishna, but Sadharani, rati. Other is Samanjasya rati. That rati, that attachment, prema is of the queens of Dwarika. They also love Krishna. But then the third, the topmost is Samartha rati. This is present only in Gopis and Radharani. What is the difference? Kubja also loves Krishna. So we can say, oh, Krishna is one. Any love towards Krishna is same. No. This is very deep point. Kubja loves Krishna, but her love towards Krishna was only attraction. Just attraction. That means when the object of attraction is present, she is deep into love with Krishna. When the object of attraction, Krishna, is not in front of her, she is not that inclined towards Krishna. That's why it's termed as ordinary, sadharani rati, ordinary attachment. But superior to that is the attachment of the queens of Dwarika. It's called Samanjasya rati. What is that? Queens of Dwarika also loves Krishna. Krishna is their husband. But what is that attachment and love they have? Oh, by loving Krishna, by satisfying Krishna, by serving Krishna, we are serving him, but we also get pleasure. He is getting pleasure, and we are also getting pleasure. You understand? With Kubja, the point is, I will get pleasure just with Krishna. That's all. She has no consideration of the pleasure of Krishna. She has consideration that I will get pleasure by being Krishna. But it's also still good because the center is Krishna. But is not superior. More superior than Kubja is the queens, the wives of Krishna. And their mood is, we will get pleased by serving Krishna. He will also get pleased, we will also get pleased. So, barabar, same. But when the point comes to Radharani and the gopis, their love, so high, Samartha Rati, Samartha, very powerful attachment. And that is, even if we get pleasure or we don't get pleasure, but our everything is meant to only please Krishna. This cannot be in Dwarika. This cannot be in Mathura and Kubja. Only gopis, only Radharani has this. If I am suffering, if I am in pain, doesn't matter. But my beloved Krishna should always be happy. This is the mood of Radharani. And that's why Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he uttered this verse, Chaitanya Shikshamrit, the last verse. You should also learn this. Chaitanya Shikshamrit Mahaprabhu said, Ashlishya vapada ratam pinashtu mam, mama darshna hatavam karotu va, yatha tatha va vidhatu lampatu, mat pranat tu eva napara. Even if Krishna gives me pain by not giving me darshan, even if Krishna rejects me or ignores me or not giving any darshan to me and gives me pain, or if he loves me, if he's be with me still, or if Krishna goes to someone else, some other gopi or some other one to whom he start loving, my love toward Krishna will not going to be less. My love will remain same. Yeah, this is not present in Dwarika. If Satyabhama comes to know Krishna loves Rukmani more, Satyabhama goes in man. She become upset. Yeah, but Radharani loves his. Anyone who chant the name of Radharani, she is willingly, she wants Krishna to enjoy everyone. She is helping everyone to be with Krishna. Imagine, if Radharani is not merciful, how we can be in the proximity of Krishna? Not possible. You see, her heart is too big and she accommodates everyone in that heart. Anyone who chants Radhe Radhe, anyone who wants to love Krishna, Radharani immediately holds hands and, okay, come to my beloved Krishna. Love him because he is meant to be get loved. So she don't have any jealousy. She loves, she happy to see, because everyone is loving my Krishna. Everyone wants to love Krishna. You see, this is Radharani's love. That's why she is, how to say, worshipped by everyone, by Uddhav ji. She is worshipped by Brahma ji. She is even worshipped and served by Krishna. And coming back to the point from where I started, Krishna said, Radhika Prem Guru. Radharani is my Guru of Prem. That's why. Even Krishna bowed his head down to Radharani. It's not that simple what we are hearing or speaking. It's so easy to say. Krishna never bows his head down to anyone. He's bowing his head down to Radharani's Prem, Radharani. Because feel the gravity. How big is the heart of Radharani? If Radharani start feeling jealousy, none of us can become proximity with Krishna. No one can love Krishna then. Imagine how much he's accommodating everyone. Anyone who wants to love Krishna, Radharani is running and facilitating everyone. And what is the example? our Gurudev came in our life. Who sent him? Radharani sent him. Who sent Bhaktivinoda Thakur? Radharani. She is Kamla Manjari. Bhaktivinoda Thakur is Kamla Manjari. Radharani sent. Who? Param Gurudev. Srila Bhakti Gyan Bharati Gosai Maharaj Ji. All our acharyas. All sent it by Radharani. Radharani sent it, her representatives go. Tell them they should love Krishna. This is called Samartha Rati. The many details, I'm not going more in that, but just a hint. How big is the heart of Radharani? No jealousy. And that's what is told by our acharyas to all of us. Don't keep jealousy. This is the worst thing which affects the life of a sadhak. Jealousy. Kam, krodh, lust, anger, greed, and then envious. We try to offer flowers to Krishna. We try to offer money to Krishna, clothes to Krishna. Krishna said, I already have so many things. I don't need this. You know, he's not hungry of to get our food. What he wants, Krishna says, give me that which I don't have. You have in abundance. I don't have that. You give me what you have. Don't give me what I have. You understand my point? Translators. Krishna says, you give me what I don't have. Don't try to offer me what I already have. I already have opulence. How are you going to impress me with your opulence? I already have so many clothes. I don't need your clothes. I have so much food. I don't need your food. What I need, which you have and I don't have. Oh, to a surprise, Krishna. What is that which we have and you don't have? Krishna said, I don't have lust. I don't have anger. I don't have greed. I don't have envious. Give me this. Give me your lust. Give me your anger. Give me your greed. Give me your envious. You offer this to me, and I will purify that and will return you back. The lust will come in the form of prem. Understand? The anger will come in the form of softness. That's why devotees practicing Krishna consciousness more and more sincerely, they feel their heart become more soft. You give me greed, yeah, and I will return you back. Prashadam. What prashadam? Greed will come in the form of what's the word? Huh? Greed will come in what form? Any suggestions? Bolo? Generousness. Correct. Enviousness. Krishna said, this is the only thing which I don't like. Because I am not envious to anyone. Samoham, Gita says, Samoham sarvuteshu name doishti asti name priya. Krishna says, I am equal to everyone. I am not envious to anyone. I am not friendly to anyone. So this is what he don't like at all. So this is what Krishna says. But Shri Narottam Thakur, he explains, because many devotees ask this question, Maharaj, how we can offer our lust, anger, greed, enviousness to Krishna? Narottam Thakur says, give us a hope. Yes, you can. How? काम कृष्ण कर्मर्पणे, क्रोध भक्त द्वेष जने, लोभ साधु संगे हरि कथा, मद इष्ट लभ्य जने, नियुक्त करीबे यथा तथा. Kam Krishna Karmarpane. Lust is not restricted to like uh, our desires, but lust means lust for everything, for enjoying, to gather so much things, then to enjoy those things. Notan Thakur explains, Kam Krishna Karmarpane. If you have lust, if you have so many desires, transfer this to Krishna. Krishna, I want to do this for you. Krishna, I want to do this for you. Krishna, I want to cook for you. Krishna, I want to do so many things. Start offering, at least with not physically, but start doing with your mind. And that's why many devotees ask this question. When we chant our mantras in the morning, we can't focus on the mantras. And this is universal, true with everyone, every country. How to do this? How to solve this? When we chant mantra, we should go to Vrindavan Dham. We go to bank of Jamuna. We offer flower to Jamuna Maharani. We offer incense to Jamna ji. We can visit Radha Damodar temple. Everything going in mind, and we chanting Krishna mantra, Gopal mantra. We can visit Seva Kunj, Nidhiban, Govardhan, Radha Kund, Sham Kund. So mind is occupied in visiting this place. This is practice. We can't expect perfection in one day, but start practicing this. Because I remember when Srila Gurudev used to give initiations, and I was helping him in the room, and every time Gurudev is giving us a hint. When you chant Gopal mantra, you think, you meditate, bank of Jamuna is there. Jamuna is flowing, and there is a tree, Kadamba tree, and a jewel platform under that Kadamba tree, where Radha Krishna is sitting together. Meditate on this. So this is the meaning of mantra, chanting mantra, meditating on, visiting all these holy places. Go to Govardhan, go to Barsana, go to Vrindavan, and you will find, oh, mantra happened very fast. And you feel like doing more and more. But sorry, you can't do more. We prescribed, whatever is prescribed, we only have to chant that. But see, the curiosity will come. Wow. After some days you will realize, whoa, it's so nice. We chanting Gaur mantra, go to Navdeep Dham, Mayapur Dham. Visiting the birthplace of Mahaprabhu, Shiva Sangam. Don't just visit there, do some service. Offer a flower, offer a tulasi, do parikrama, Gaur mantra, Gaur Gayatri within 10 minutes with focused mind. Chanting Guru mantra means right away start with Gurudev Samadhi Navdeep Dham, paying obeisance to Srila Gurudev. Then come to Param Gurudev Samadhi, Devanand Gaudiya Math. Then we can whatever. There's unlimited supply. It's like flow of Ganges. Cannot be stopped. We can go to Srila Prabhupada Samadhi, Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur Samadhi, Gaur Kishore Babaji Maharaj Samadhi, Jagannath Das Babaji Maharaj Samadhi, Rup Goswami Samadhi, Raghunath Das Goswami Radha Kund, Jeev Goswami Pad Samadhi Radha Damodar. Baba, mantra will go like this. Such an easy process. Chanting these mantras like this. So, काम कृष्ण कर्म अर्पणे, क्रोध bhakt dvesh jane. Yeah, we have anger. How to engage that anger? Narottam Thakur says, everyone has anger. So apply your anger to those who are against Guru and Krishna. Those who are against your Guru, those who are against your Krishna, show your anger there. As Hanumanji did. He burned the whole country. Is it appropriate? Is Hanumanji humble? You think Hanumanji is humble? Yes. This is the height of humility. Oh, showing anger but height of humility? Yes. Because that anger is what? For his Prabhu Ram. Ravan, I will burn your whole country because you are against my Prabhu. Now there are two perspectives to see, to visualize this. We can say this is the anger of Hanuman towards Ravan. This is anger of Hanuman towards Ravan. But other vision is this is love of Hanuman towards Ram. He is so much in love with Ramji. He cannot tolerate. He cannot tolerate this. Yeah. So Krodh, Bhakt Dvesha Jane, Lobh, greed, Sadhu Sange Hari Katha. We all are very greedy actually. Yeah. It's a bitter truth. But we all are greedy. How to engage that greed? Narottam Thakur explains. Greed, Sadhu Sange Hari Katha. To associate with sadhus and to hear Hari Katha. Like for greed, there is no limit. More, 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 more. Similarly, if someone has developed that greed of Hari Katha, please speak more, please speak more, please speak more. I want to hear every day, morning, noon, evening. It's so sweet. Give inspiration in my heart. So one has to engage the greed. How? In sadhu sangha. Mad. Mad means bewilderment. No, mad means ego. How to engage that? Bote ishta labbe jane. To attain our worshipable, our ishta. Means the practice is to attain our ishta. But Narottam Thakur did not give any scope for enviousness. There is no room for enviousness. Give up your envy. That's the most worst thing happen in the life of sadhak. Yeah. So I'm keep on elaborating this. I skip that point where prayer is going to Krishna. That Gopi de braje brasameham. May I become a Gopi in Vrindavan, in Braj? But what to do with that body of Gopi? Radhika Anuchari Bhutva Parkya Rasya Sada. To become maid servant of Radharani and serve Radha Krishna with in that Parkya mood. They are established in Parkya mood. Radharani is not married to Krishna, even though she is potency of Krishna. Shakti, Shakti, Mator Abhedaha. There is no difference between Radharani and Krishna. How you can separate heat and light from the fire? I don't think so any scientist can do this. Every fire has heat and light. How are you going to separate that? So Radhaji and Krishna is inseparable. How are you going to separate them? Not possible. Anna? So this is again a very big topic next time. Parkya Bhav. Radhikanuchari Bhutva Parkya Rasya Sada. Okay, what are you going to do with Parkya Bhav, the Paramar mood? Radha Krishna Vilaseshu Paricharyam Karome Hum. I want to serve in the Vilas. Vilas means the pastimes of Radha Krishna. I get entrance into that pastimes of Radha Krishna to serve them. This is my greed, Prabhu. This is my desire, O Prabhu. This is my everything. And this is the perfection of a sadhaka. There's nothing beyond this. Everything consolidated in one shloka by Bhaktivinoda Thakur in Bhajan Res se, starting from the point of giving up the ego that I am this body, and all the way extreme to become a maid servant of Radharani and serve divine couple Radha Krishna. Understand? Complete philosophy, Gaudiya Vaishnava philosophy is present in one shloka, and this is the speciality of the writings of Bhaktivinoda Thakur. This is the speciality of the songs of Bhaktivinoda Thakur. He starts very, basics, and he goes to extreme, and that extreme ends up only where? Lotus feet of Radharani. Yeah, this is the madness of Krishna explained by Gaur Govind Maharaj. And this is the beauty of Radha's love, which intoxicate Krishna, and Krishna bound to say, Radhika Prem Guru. She is my Guru, and I am her disciple. I am her disciple in every art. Radharani's surpasses Krishna with all beauty and all qualities. Therefore, every day we pray to Gurudev, and we should engage our time in reading some books of Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur, which is translated by our Srila Gurudev. I was in Holland this year in Feb. If Holland devotees are hearing this, I told them, but it's not meant only for Europe, but every single devotee who's hearing. My Gurudev's treasure was his books. That was his treasure. And Gurudev worked very hard to accumulate this treasure and to distribute this treasure. Try, all of you, to become greedy, to become lusty. For what? To make a library at your home, at your place, and keep all Gurudev books there. Any language, whatever respected language you have, there are so many books in Spanish, Portuguese, Hindi, English. Keep a library. Just keep right in front of you, in your room, in your living room. Because if there is this treasure is there of Srila Gurudev, then one day you feel like taking a book and read that. Randomly, it just happened. It will going to happen. And by reading even one page from any book, will get so much greed to read the entire book. So try to follow this. Try to keep this Gurudev's heart very near to you, the treasure very near to you in the form of books. Those who knows Shri Radha Madhav Gaudiya Math, Faridabad, I belong to that math. I am a member. I'm a servant of that math. So there Madhapriya Prabhu has done something very great. So much appreciated for his thought. And what he did? He took the front picture of Srila Gurudev books and he put frame all these Hindi books, whatever Gurudev worked on. He put a very nice wooden frame, and he, make like a collage on the wall. And every morning after Mangal Arati, when we end up Mangal Arati by saying Jai Dhwani, Shri Shri Guru Gauranga Gandharva Giridhari, we say like this. After speaking Jai of all Acharyas to Gangaji, Jamunaji, Radha Krishna, then they all start reciting the names of the book and say Jai. Jai Dharam ki Jai, Chaitanya Shikshamrit ki Jai, yeah, Ujjwal Nilmani ki Jai. All these books worked by Srila Gurudev. So I'm not saying you should also try to put the frames, but try to put the books and stay near to those books. Try to read these books, distribute these books, give to your friends on a special occasion. Anyone invites you for birthday, some other occasion. Yeah, it looks good. You would carry some flowers for them or some gifts. But along with those gifts, just take 2 books of Srila Gurudev with you. And you're giving a spiritual benefit to that person by presenting this Gurudev's heart to them, which is present in his books. Hare Krishna. Thank you so much. Dankeval.
Jai Maharaj.
Gracias.